This time on Judge Judy, in a Dayton, Tennessee classroom, John Scopes, the defendant, was caught teaching Darwin's theory of evolution. William Jennings Bryan, the prosecutor, will try to prove why Scopes is guilty.
Alright, so according to my main man, Charles Darwin, this is an example of your ancestors.
Stop what you're doing right there.
Why?
Because you're violating the Butler Law.
Why?
The law in 1925 of Tennessee law states that you cannot be teaching Charles Darwin's theory in a public school or university. Let's
Where?
go. All rise. The court is now in session. Judge Judy presiding.
Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, others. The case is now in session. Calling the case of the people of Tennessee versus John Scopes. Are you both sides ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Please be seated.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Hey, Scopes, you know why you're here?
Not gonna lie, not really.
Buddy, you taught evolution in a public school.
Okay.
You broke the law. The law!
In my opinion.
Okay, here's the thing, Scopes.
Stupid.
Nobody cares about your opinion, and your opinion is not above the law. But that's a very good try.
Alright. Let's just get to the trial. As stated before, you're here for violating the Butler Law. Do you have anything to say for yourself before the prosecution begins?
Actually, not gonna lie, I really don't see what's the big deal here.
Honestly, I don't care. I'm just ready for lunch.
Okay, look. I would just like to speak on behalf of all people on why the situation is not okay. As I stated back in 1925, science is a magnificent force, but it is no teacher of morals. It can perfect machinery, but it doesn't add protection to society's misuse of this machine.
Okay, you said 1925, right? First off, you're old. Second off, would you like to see some evidence? Are you convinced yet?
Once again, as I said back in the day, there is no reason to believe that a man descended from some inferior animal than to believe that a stately mansion descended from some small cottage.
Okay, so do any of these look like non-living things? Do any of these look like non-living things? Do you hear yourself? Does this look non-living?
Of course not.
Does this look non-living?
Of course not.
Does this look non-living?
Of course not.
Is this a house?
That's definitely not living, I'll tell you.
Is this a house?
That's not a house.
That's all I gotta say.
Well, in that case, how do you explain this?
Yeah, that's a monkey, dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm like 92.3% sure that's a monkey.
Not even 100% certainty, Your Honor.
Alright, let me just finish off. As my good friend Clarence Darrow stated in 1925, your favorite year, if you make evolution a crime to teach in public schools today, tomorrow you can't teach it in private schools. Next year you can't teach it in churches. Then after that you're going to have people pitting Protestant against Catholic, Protestant against Protestant, trying to hoist each other's religion onto each other's minds. And that's not okay.
Do you all have anything else to say before we conclude?
Actually, I have one thing to say. If evolution wins, then Christianity goes.
Fair point. Well, I think we made a decision. Scopes, unfortunately, you made some valid points and, you have an opinion, but your opinion doesn't matter. You still broke the law. Courtroom finds you guilty and you have been fined $100.
Alright, hang on.
My lunch is really waiting.
It's a $5.
I'll take it.
Although John Scholes was found guilty, he made a major impact that changed science in schools forever. The teaching of evolution in his classroom was evolutionary and changed what is allowed to be taught. This goes to show how much of an impact this trial truly had. It was big in the moment, and remains big now. At least this time, the trial did not last 8 days.